Who would have thought? Old Calvin, a married man.
Calvin. It's a beautiful wedding, you know? All those cops look so beautiful.
Cops can look beautiful, you know. I happen to know a cop who's a knockout. You're not bad yourself either.
I think you have had too much champagne.
I think I need some more champagne. I'll tell you what, why don't we open that other bottle? The other bottle that we brought from the wedding. Huh?
Do it.
You know, this is not the only souvenir you brought back from the wedding. The wedding bouquet? Ooh, nice catch.
Are you kidding me? Star threw that thing right at me. Couldn't help but catch it.
You make it sound like he caught a disease. Maybe that's how you feel about marriage.
Don't say that. Ooh. I don't have anything against marriage, not in the world in general, anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here is to the general world. And to a very beautiful maid of honor. Deborah, can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
It's a very important question.
Go ahead. Ask me.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't ask you, except we've been to a wedding and we've had a whole lot of champagne.
We're still having it, too.
And we're still having it, too.
Come on, tell me. What is it?
How do you feel about the two of us going away for the weekend? Robbie Moskowitz offered us his cabin. It's up in the woods, 4 or 5 hours out of the city. We might be snowed in. Nothing to do up there, of course, except maybe start a fire, build a snowman, ride the sled. Might be fun.
Is that what you wanted to ask me?
What'd you think I was gonna ask? Ask you to marry me?
So you did come.
I told Miles that I was going to meet you because of the interview.
Did he believe you?
I don't know. I think so. He knows that we're doing this story together.
Little does he know it's a love story.
No, not yet. You don't know how awful this is for me. You don't know how terrible this is making me feel.
Why? Because you love him?
Because he's my husband.
And it's loyalty, that's all.
He's so good to me. He's kind to me. And I did love him once.
But you love me now.
I'm not sure.
Let me help you be sure.
Derek,
Oh,
no.
Please.
What if somebody comes in?
I wouldn't care.
What if it's Miles?
I'd care even less.
No! No, don't say that! And you mustn't tell him. I can't hurt him.
Wouldn't the best thing be for him to know?
No.
You could hurt him less in the long run?
It has to be our secret. Has to be that way.
All right. Let it be our secret. Come in.
They just brought in Benny Hayes, Chief. You want to see him now, or?
Bet I do, Dave.
All right, Benny. In you go.
And stop shoving.
He doesn't want to make a statement, Chief.
I got nothing to make a statement about.
Well, maybe he'll talk to me. They say I'm a good listener. Thanks, Dave. Sit down, Benny.
I ain't gonna be here that long.
How do you know?
Because you guys, you don't got that much to say to me, you know? You're just hassling me because you don't got anything on me on that possession charge. You looking for something else, right?
We got something else. We got grand larceny.
Are you kidding? Grand larceny? That means like stealing or something. I never stole nothing in my life, Chief.
You stole $500.
That's a lie.
If you want to get technical, you extorted that money by fraud and deception. You conned it out of somebody by promising to deliver something you had no intention of delivering.
Who told you that?
It's the truth, isn't it? You made a deal with the Monticello News to sell them your life story. But you didn't come through with your end of the bargain.
Oh, that's what she told you, huh? Mrs. Nancy Carr.
Well, so we do have something to talk about.
She's the one who lied. She told me I had immunity. She said I wouldn't have to worry about the cops if I talked to her. Well, I talked to her, yeah. And now I'm talking to you.
That's right. Now keep talking.
I should have known it was some kind of trick. I bet she works for you guys undercover, huh? Is that her gig?
You got it all wrong, Benny. Nancy Carr's a reporter and nothing more. Unfortunately, like so many reporters, she makes promises of immunity.
Yeah, promises she doesn't keep. So why the hell should I keep mine?
What was that?
Nothing. Listen, what about this grand larceny rap?
I'm gonna leave that for the district attorney to decide. Just you don't leave town. Goodbye, Benny.
Hey, listen, next time you see that reporter lady, you tell her something for me. Oh, no, wait. I'll tell her myself.
It really was very nice of you to agree to have dinner with me so late, Mrs. Saxon.
My dear, it was my pleasure.
How's Logan doing? I see so little of him. As a fact, that Christmas party, I think, was the first time I'd seen him in months.
Well, of course, he's working too hard these days, but his work is very important to us.
He's doing well.
In my view, he will be nothing less than the best district attorney we've ever had.
But you are a little bit prejudiced.
Well, it's true. I do have a very strong maternal feeling about Logan, and his child, of course. But nonetheless, I think that he's bright and talented and deserving. And there's no flashing word.
Oh, not in this case, I don't think. Something tells me that you have political ambitions for Mr. Swift.
Oh, no, my dear. Believe it or not, I finally have come to the realization that I can no longer shape anyone's political career. No, I gave that up completely.
Oh, dear, not politics in general, I hope.
I'm afraid politics gave me up some time ago.
No, I don't believe that for a minute. Now, the people I talk to tell me that Geraldine Saxon is the most politically savvy person in all of Monticello.
Well, it's true. I do know a lot of politicians. Why, they've been my friends and enemies for as long as I can remember. But tell me, was it politics that you had in mind when you invited me to dinner tonight?
Well, as a matter of fact, politics and television.
Television?
Actually, it's your friend Nicole Drake who gave me the idea. We were discussing our Campaign 80 plans.
Oh, well, of course, naturally, your station will be covering the election campaigns.
Very important campaigns, a presidential year. We thought it might be a good idea to have one person spearhead the entire effort. Someone who is very knowledgeable, not only in national politics, but local.
I see. So you're looking for a suggestion.
No, I know exactly the person I'd like to fill the job. That is, if I can wrest her away from that adorable baby she takes care of.
Good heavens.
Good heavens. Don't you think? I think that you could...
Oh, Mrs. Dorn, what is it?
Nothing, just one of those fun couples in Monticello.
You know, I still can't believe it.
Nola Madison has said yes to me.
No, Elliot. Nola Patterson said yes. Nola Madison doesn't exist anymore.
You don't know how happy that makes me feel. That's the one fear I had, that you would never forget having once been Nola Madison.
You've made me forget, darling. No, from now on, I shall be Nola Patterson to everyone.
Until you're Mrs. Elliot Dorn.
How long do you think it'll be before that transformation takes place?
Well, if it were up to me, it would be within the next 24 hours.
Yes, but we're both still legally bound to other spouses. Owen thought that I wouldn't be more than 3 months before our final decree in California. Perhaps you can move even more quickly here in Monticello.
There's no doubt about that. I promise you, by the time you're free, I'll be free.
Your wife won't create any complications?
Margot. Margot can't wait to get rid of me.
Well, of course you could discuss the subject with her tonight.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm. Right now. Didn't you notice? She's sitting right over there.
I hope you won't think I'm impolite, but I wonder if we could continue this discussion at another time.
No, it was a complete failure, Mike, and I have no one to blame but myself.
You can't call it a failure, Nancy. You knew from the very beginning it was going to be a risky enterprise.
Well, all that money's gone now.
The paper was prepared to lose that money.
Well, how do you know that?
Because Joe told me when
You talked to him about this?
I had a few words with him, yes. Apparently he wasn't too keen in your dealing directly with Benny either.
But of course he didn't follow me.
Nancy, how many times do I have to apologize?
I'm sorry. I forgot it was a closed subject. Well, no matter what Benny's intentions were in the beginning, obviously he decided to make himself a quick $500. All I wanted was a story.
And you can still get it. And it can be just as good as the one you were going to get from Benny Hayes. All you have to do is find yourself someone else in his business.
Mike, do you mean that?
Well, I assumed you weren't going to just give up.
I don't want to.
Now, what about Benny Hayes? Are you going to prefer charges? Your dad wasn't sure what you wanted to do.
No, I'm not going to because I promised Benny immunity. I'd better keep that promise since I'll probably be making that to someone else.
Mike and Fancy Nancy Carr.
I don't think I like this.
Park Place, I've been waiting $1,500.
Gee, it's awfully
Waiting all
late.
night for
Don't you
that.
think I ought to be going home? Don't
Cough
we
it
need
up.
our rest?
Cough up the money. I need my money more than I need my rest. Besides, I don't have to go to work
go
these
in the
days till
house.
1 o'clock.
Well, that's because she doesn't go to bed till after midnight. She feels if she doesn't go to sleep after 12, she won't dream.
Oh, come on. I just happen to have read in a book somewhere that the chances of dreaming after 12 o'clock are less than tremendous.
The book was wrong, all right? Everybody knows, everybody dreams, regardless of what time you go to sleep.
Well, what's so bad about dreaming anyway? I mean, unless you got the scream. You haven't got the screamies
No,
again,
I'm
have
not
you?
having nightmares.
I mean, I remember when you were foretelling the future with your dreams. Here's your loot.
All right, she's had dreams, but let's face it, they never really did come true.
How can you say that? Almost every one of those dreams came true. Maybe not the way I expected it, but they came true.
What are you dreaming these days? Anything spectacular?
Oh, well, not exactly a big production, free parking. kind of a one set, you know.
It's a recurring dream that keeps changing.
It's more like expanding.
Well, you got me. Tell me what it
Well,
is.
let's forget about it.
Mortgage.
Talking about the dream is one sure way of making her have it again.
Draper?
All right, you want to know about the dream? I'll tell you about the dream. She dreamt that she had a beautiful baby daughter, except the kid gets up, gets on a train, and we don't know where she's gone.
I dreamt that I had a beautiful baby daughter, and while I was in my hospital room, I heard a train whistle from outside, and then there appears this mysterious man who hands me over this gift, which turns out to be a very beautiful silver bracelet.
Well, that's just gruesome.
Well, don't forget to tell him the best part.
Oh yeah, I even heard the baby's name in the dream.
Oh, it's a lot better than the way they name kids in my family. We all get stuck with the mother's maiden name.
Not kidding.
Well, I got cousins named Richardson, Benson, one poor sap's named Smith Swift. How's that for a handle? You like
Does that mean your mother's name was Logan?
Julia Logan.
You're kidding.
Why would I kid about that? Julia Logan until she married my old man, then it became Swift. $200 as I pass go. What are you looking so surprised about?
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'm just not used to waking up without you near me, and I don't want to get used to it. Insomnia?
I guess.
Third night in a row. I was hoping that one night of not sleeping would cure it.
I guess it didn't. Look, don't worry about me. I'll be up in a few minutes, all right? You go back to bed.
I don't mind waiting up with you.
I'm just too wide awake at the moment. I think I was diagnosing some patients in my mind.
Listen, why don't you come upstairs and read in bed? Oh, it won't bother me.
You were doing a little reading yourself tonight, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, just that material for the interview with Derek.
Doing that job in depth, aren't you?
Just research.
Sure. Hey, now, honestly, I would feel a lot better if I knew at least you were getting some sleep. You know, I'm going to feel worse if I know that I'm just keeping you up.
Well, if you're really sure.
Please. Go upstairs. I won't be long.
I love you. You know that, don't you?
Same here. Same here. Oh, dear God.
Hello, Miles, darling.
Denise. No, I can't. I can't. I mustn't.
How does it feel, Miles? How does it feel to be jealous? Tell me. How does it feel to know that the woman you love is interested in someone else?
Go away. Go away.
Come on, open your eyes. They've been shut far too long, Miles. Open them.
I'm dreaming you.
No, you're living me. You're living the same nightmare you gave me. Remember? When you fell in love with Nicole. So how does it feel now, Tell me.
Please. For God's sake. Go away. Go back to hell.
I'm in hell already, Miles. Because that's where you are. Right now. Sizzling right along with me.
Oh my God. Am I losing my mind?
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find, always on our mind. In frustrated days,